Hi, my name's Janet, and today I want to show you how to make a hippie salad and a classic vinaigrette. Now, what is a hippie salad? Well, years ago I had a roommate, Peta, who would come home from the grocery store and prepare her romaine lettuce. Now, she says she wouldn't do it right off the bat, but I kind of remember her doing that. And she would take her lettuce and she would wash it, and then she'd put it in paper towels and she'd put it in the refrigerator. And then she would have that, and then every night she would eat her salad. Now, I have to confess nobody else was doing this. I didn't know anybody making salads like this. So I kind of think it was because she was a hippie, and hippies make really good salads, or they used to be when they were hippies. So I had to call her and ask her, why do I still remember your salads? And she said, well, this is what I did. So I went ahead and then I called another friend, Virgie, and said, how do I do this? And she goes, this is how you do it. You take a tea towel and you put the tea towel down, you get your romaine and you wash it. She does it with vinegar and water. And then you put paper towels over the tea towel, and then you take a leaf at a time and put it down on the paper towel, and then you put the paper towel on top of that layer, and then you put more leaves down and more paper towel, and then you roll up the tea towel and you put it in a plastic bag. In fact, Virgie said, let me send you a picture of some romaine that I did not put in a plastic bag. And she said it was not crispy. So why are we doing this? Why are we making our lettuce look like this? Well, do you ever kind of get tired of just the really limpy green? I mean, thank you, they're washing it, appreciate it, really do. But sometimes you want something really crispy. And this is crispy. This is so crispy. Honestly, I said the other day to Robin, I think I have to wear earplugs to eat this salad because it was so crispy in my ears. It was loud. So it's really refreshing, and you know how hot it is right now. So I'm looking for things. We don't always feel like cooking right now, so I'm looking for things that are really refreshing, and this is one of them. So I'm not going to unload this thing right now, but that's what this is. If you have a plastic bag that is big enough so that you don't have to use 2 gallon size bags, I would recommend you can do that. This will go back in the refrigerator. I'll take it out during the week. I'll take some lettuce leaves. I'll break them up into, this is going to be my salad. I mean, I already ate, so I'm not going to eat much. But this is going to be my salad. And it's been sitting here just a little bit, so it doesn't look quite as crispy as it usually does. But when you put the vinaigrette on this, I'm telling you, you won't believe it. Now, in fact, we just had it for lunch, and my kids said, Mom, this tastes like restaurant food. The salad, nothing else that I make, just the salad. And that's a compliment for them. So I was pretty pleased about that. Now, anyway, let me show you tell you about this vinaigrette. So this was made by my roommate Wanda, and Wanda made this after she got off of work in the evening. So if you go, I'm just too tired, and you do this because you're stay-at-home mom and stuff, no. She worked, and she made this at home after she finished working. So it doesn't take that long, and it is so good. In fact, when I looked on the internet, I put all the ingredients in, and it said best Italian dressing, something like in the world or something. Not quite that much, but still, we're not dealing with something that just tastes ordinary. This is really, really good. So the first thing she would do is she would take a lemon, and she'd always roll it with her hand, because she said you get more juice that way, so I already cut it up, but she says she takes a whole lemon, and she put the whole lemon in a bowl, and I'm going to leave the recipe on the internet. Now, starting next week, I'm going to, or not next week, but next show, I am renaming my show from Best Thing You Ever Ate to Taste and See. Now, Taste and See comes from the Psalms, taste and see the Lord is good. I'm not quite sure what that address is, 32 or something like that, but that's what I want to rename it. So if you're subscribing, you'll see that name on your email. Okay, so we've got 1 lemon. We have 3/4 of a tablespoon. Now, yeah, I know I don't have a 3/4 tablespoon. I've got a tablespoon, but so you kind of have to do kind of tablespoon, but not quite. And then you take garlic. Now, if you would say something to Wanda like, oh, can I just use jarred garlic? you would be banished from the kingdom. I'm telling you, it has to be fresh garlic. You can't use the jarred stuff, okay? That's something I would try to do years ago. Okay, so this is where it's interesting. You know, I always went to restaurants before and I thought, why do people think olive oil and vinegar tastes good? Because, you know, they have the olive oil there and then they have the vinegar and then you pour it like that and you taste it and you go, this doesn't taste very good. Well, guess what? I never realized it, but because it's not emulsified. It has to be emulsified. So you take a whisk. Now, Wanda said a fork. I'm going to take a whisk, but she used a fork. And you gradually, now, you can also use like a, something with a spout, so that you slowly pour it, because you're going to be basically slowly pouring the olive oil in here for it to emulsify. And I don't have that, so I'm just using this bowl, so it's actually not a very good example. There was this cooking professional that had like a squirt bottle he was using, and I don't have a squirt bottle, so I'm going to go buy one. Okay, so here we go. We've got our vinegar, we have our lemon, we have our garlic, and now we're putting in our olive oil. Now this is high quality olive oil. That's important. You know, I don't know how much salad dressings cost when you add them all up compared to a really good high quality olive oil, but I would think that the olive oil is cheaper. Maybe not. Okay, try not to do this too fast. Now, it should be creamy. Now, here you go. I don't know if you can see that, but okay, it should be creamy. Now, she said, after you do that, you want to put salt and pepper in. Now, I actually put too much salt in at lunch, and the kids said something about it. So, and I know you're supposed to use freshly ground pepper, but I don't have that, so I'm just using ground pepper. And then here's the real kicker. I put in fresh grated Parmesan cheese. So let me grate this. Now, I was a little worried when she gave me the recipe because I thought, wow, this makes a lot. And what do you do? Because, you know, a lot of people live alone and they're just not going to eat all this salad dressing. But she said, and I think I told you already, maybe I didn't. When you put it in the fridge, take it out, let it warm up, and then re-emulsify it. You know, stir it up, shake it up, and you have an amazing dish. So here it is. Hold on a second. Really good. Okay, it should be lemony, and you should also, it's lemony, and you should be able to taste, you know, the olive oil too, but it should be a little lemony. Just going to pour it on here. And that's it, guys. That is it. I know you're not supposed to, they always do this on cooking shows. You know how they always eat it in front of everybody? And I don't normally do that, but I'm going to do it on this one because what I want to say, and I know I already said this, try it one time, just once. If you are not completely converted, fine. It's unbelievable. Really good. Really good. That's it for today. Remember, taste and see. And see you soon. Okay, bye.